Annyeong. What did I just say? That's right, Annyeong. Today, I thought of two essential phrases you have to know if you're meeting a Korean friend or if you are visiting Korea. It's hi and thank you. So today, I'll teach you 4 different expressions for saying hi or bye and 2 different expressions for showing gratitude in Korean. First off, Annyeong. Annyeong is a very useful expression. You can use it both to greet and say farewell to people. It basically can be used to say hi and bye. Directly translated, the word means, are you in peace? So when you meet someone for the first time and say 안녕, you say it to ask how they are, if they are in peace. And when you say 안녕 to part ways with someone, you mean to wish them well, hoping they will be in peace afterwards. Now, remember how on our previous episode I told you that Korean is all about modesty, how you have to put yourself below someone to elevate that person's position? This happens when you're saying hi as well. When you're greeting someone that you're close to, you can just say hi, 안녕. But in formal situations, say when you're speaking to elderly people, you cannot just say 안녕. They will be very mad at you. So today I'll teach you a useful phrase, 하세요, 하세요. 하세요 is one of the polite speeches in Korean, and you can use it with 안녕. So put 안녕 and 하세요 together. There comes 안녕하세요. Remember, there's always a question mark after saying 안녕 or 안녕하세요. So 안녕하세요 instead of 안녕하세요. 하세요 will be used frequently later in the series, something 하세요. So please try to remember this. But 안녕하세요 is a little different from 안녕 because 안녕하세요 cannot mean bye. It can only mean hi. When you want to say bye in a polite form, you have to make it a little more complicated. So repeat after me. 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요 means you're leaving the place that you and your friend were in together. So you are wishing for their peace in that place after you leave. Another form of goodbye is 안녕히 가세요. This also means bye with polite tone, but unlike 안녕히 계세요, you're the one that's staying in the place that you and your friend used to be in together, and you wish them peace after they leave the place. The 2 expressions 안녕히 계세요 and 안녕히 가세요 can be a little bit vague, especially when both parties are leaving, and children get confused between the 2 expressions a lot, but it is good to be aware of the 2 phrases and the difference between them, and you'll be able to catch the little difference contextually as you gain more experience in real-life situations. And also, for your information, 안녕히 계세요 and 안녕히 가세요, we don't use the 2 with a question mark, unlike 안녕하세요. So you say 안녕히 계세요, 안녕히 가세요 instead of 안녕히 계세요. You don't do that. It's 안녕히 계세요, 안녕히 가세요. So to sum up, when your friend is the one that's looking at you and you're the one that's leaving, you say 안녕히 계세요. But when you're the one that's looking at your friend and he or she is leaving you, you say 안녕히 가세요. Next up, I will teach you 2 expressions for thanking people. Koreans like helping others a lot, especially when you show lots of gratitude for them. They will help you a lot. So it'll be a very useful phrase once you're living in Korea or making new Korean friends. So you say 고마워, 고마워, 고마워 when you're talking to your friends in informal situations. But to people older than you, you have to say 감사합니다, 감사합니다. even if you're really close to someone and you feel really comfortable and you sometimes even use informal phrases with them, you still would most likely use 감사합니다 instead of 고마워. This is because it is a situation where you show like utmost respect. And like I said, you're returning somewhat returning the favor by, again, putting yourself in a lower position and elevating their position. So if the person is like just a little bit older than you, you would have to use 감사합니다 instead of 고마워. Just bear that in mind. Alright, so let's review what we've learned until now. So let me make this chart for you. So we learned two different expressions today, hi and bye, and thank you. First off, let me tell you, I'm going to write in black markers to indicate expressions that you can use only to your peers. And then I'm going to use purple markers for phrases that you can use to senior citizens and people that are older than you. So you can only use 안녕 to your peers and 안녕하세요, 안녕히 계세요, 안녕히 가세요 for senior citizens and those older than you. Now I'm going to circle with red markers around words that you can use to say hi, which is 안녕 and 안녕하세요. And then I'm going to use blue marker to indicate words that you're going to use to say bye. So 안녕 and 안녕히 계세요 and 안녕히 가세요. Okay, so next, thank you. We learned two different expressions, and again, I'm going to use black markers to indicate the words that you can use to your peers. So 고마워. And then I'm going to use purple markers to indicate the words that you can use to those older than you. So you have to say 감사합니다 to thank people that are older than you. So please make sure you memorize all of these. You don't have to memorize how it looks, the spellings, but you have to at least know how to speak. Next up, we will be having a short quiz. It's consisted of 5 questions, and I decided not to put answers up in our video. Instead, I want you guys to leave a comment below telling us what the answers would be, and then I'll make sure I will give feedbacks on every single one of you so that you take the most from this class. And that'll be all for today. So today's lesson could have been a little bit more difficult to some people because it involved both polite phrases and there were some complications in the word. But if you know how to say these things correctly, I promise you, you'll have so many reaching hands to help you in Korea. So don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It means really, really a lot to me. And please, more importantly, please review everything we've learned today before coming to class next Friday. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's class, and that's it. 안녕!